Images are elements that can make a huge difference on your website. I mean, with only one image, you can turn this into this. Hello developers, I'm Johan Alves, and today you learn how to add background images in your React.js application. But before we start, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel to support me so I can keep creating tutorials like this. So in here we just have a clean installation of Create React app. Okay, so I removed most of the files. I just kept the app CSS, app.js, and index.js, and this is the app.js and this is the app.css. I just add this font also to keep it beautiful, and this is what it looks like. So just a reload word. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, let's remove this p tag and let's just add a div, okay, with a class name of content. Let's just change this class name of the section to hero, and in here we could just create a new component, okay, to keep it separate. But just to keep this video simple, let's just do this in the app.js. okay, so in here we are going to create a h1 tag. I will put be creative, and after this let's create a p tag with this text on it, and also a link that will be our button, not this one, this one. Okay, so let's just put this blank link, and let's just type is start now. So this will be our skeleton, our HTML skeleton, and if you see on the page, it's just this. Okay, so now let's just add some CSS to it. So in here I'm going to split this to make it easier to understand. So let's just put like this, and now we are going to get the section in here dot hero, and then let's just add some CSS just to make the positioning better. Okay, so let's just display flex. Also, let's just give it a height of 100 VH. Okay, so it get all the height of the screen. And for now, that's it. So let's just save it. Nothing has changed, but right now it will change. So let's just add some properties in the content. Let's just put dot content, and then we are going to also display flex. And if we just do this and see what's happening, we can see that everything went in line. So let's just change the flex direction of column, and also let's just add a border so you can see what's happening. Red solid, so right now it's like this. Okay, now let's just put this in the center, but first it's width of 1200 pixels and width of 100%, so we can make it larger. Okay, and now let's just put it in the center, the div in the center, using margin, and give it a value of 0 on top and bottom, and auto in the left and right. So the div is going to the center. Now let's just centralize this content inside the div, and to do this we are going to use this file content center and also align items to center. Let's just save this, and now everything is centralized. Now let's just work this title. So we are going to get content H1, and let's just give a font size of 56 pixels and also a font weight of bolder. Now this is what it looks like. Awesome. And now let's just tweak our p tag, give it a font size of 22 pixels and a margin on the top and bottom of 15 pixels and 0 to the left and right, just to separate the content, and a max width of 5500 pixels, just so the paragraph is not too long. And let's just add some letter spacing of 2 pixels just to make the text a little beautiful. Okay, so this is what we have, but since we add the max width, now we need to centralize this text. And to do this, let's just centralize everything in the content. So text align center, let's save it, and now this is what we have. Okay, let's work on the button now. Let's add the content, a tag, and now we are going to use a color of inherit. Okay, so because we are going to change the color of the content, and I want to the H1, the p tag, and the a tag get the same color. Okay, let's add the text decoration of none, so we remove the underline, and let's just add a background color of purple. Let's save it. This is what we have right now. Okay, now let's just add some padding to make it look like a button of 12 pixels top and bottom and 25 pixels left and right. Okay, a font size of 22 pixels and a border radius of 10 pixels. So this is our button, and now let's just put everything on the back black and text right, and remove this line, this border, because we don't need it anymore. So let's just remove this border. Let's just put the color of our content to white and our background color to black, so we can just see it better. Okay, so this is what we have right now, and now we are going to add our image in the background. Okay, so this is our folders, and right now we don't have an image in here, so I'm going to add a folder in our src folder, inside our src folder. So I'm going to add a image folder, and right now I'm going to drag the image we are going to use to this folder. Perfect. So this is the image, a beautiful and abstracted image. So let's just add it to our project. And to do this, the simplest way we can do this is to add in our CSS. So I'm going to show this to you. So first of all, I'm going to comment this, and now let's add a background image. And to do this, I'm going to type URL and parentheses, single quotes, and now let's just go to this path. Okay, so I'm going to type // and then image, and then let's choose our image. I'm going to save this, and this is what we have. And now let's just change the background size to put it as a cover to take all the available space. Okay, so background size, let's put it to cover, and this is what we have. Also, this is a very bright image. It's kind of difficult to read the text because it's too bright, so I'm going to put some fake overlay above this image. Let's just use shadows to make a fake overlay in here, okay? So to do this, we are going to add a box shadow, okay? So it will be a inset shadow of 0, 0, 2000 pixels, and the color will be RGBA of 000.5. I'm going to save this, and this is what we have right now. So we can just tweak this. Let's just put I don't know, maybe 0.7. Oh, I forgot 1 0 in here. So it will be 3 zeros and then 2000. Okay, so let's just save this, and okay, now it's better. So I'm going to put this 0.5, so it will be 50% of opacity. I'm going to save this, and now it's so much better. Okay, so this is the first way we can add an image, a background image, in our React.js application. The second one, and I think that this is the best way to do it. So what we are going to do, I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to throw this background image in our React.js file, okay? Not in the CSS, in the app file. So I'm going to close this, and since I remove it, if I go back, it will be like this because we have the shadow, okay? So I'm going to just open this so you can visualize. I'm going to import our image in the app.js file. So import image. You can call it anything you want, okay? I'm going to call it image, but you can call it, I don't know, unicorn if you want. But I'm going to call it image, and then let's just say it, import image from, and I'll type / and image / image.jpg. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and right now we are going to use a kind of inline CSS in here, okay? It's not really CSS, but it doesn't really matter because this is not really HTML, but it's just we won't write exactly like CSS, you know. We will kind of create some objects that remind us of CSS, okay? So let's just type style in here, and then I will create a pair of curly braces, and then another pair of curly braces to create an object, okay? So this is an JavaScript object, and then I'll type background image, and the way I'm going to call it is basically the same that we did in the CSS. So but right now I'm going to use a template literal, okay? Because we are going to use this image to do so, okay? So I type backticks, okay? Backticks, not single quote, backticks, and then I will write URL, parentheses, and inside this parentheses I'm going to call the image. So I'm type $, and then curly braces to allow us to put a variable, JavaScript variable, inside this template literal, okay? So now I'm going to call our image. I'm going to save it, and perfect, it's working like it's supposed to be. So this way, calling it inline, it's better, because imagine that you are working with cards, for example, and in these cards you are getting then from an array of objects, including image, title, content, and a link for a call to action, okay? So working like this, you can map through this array and use the background image in this card. You know, you wouldn't be able to do this if you call it this image from the CSS, because you don't have the power to change the image in the CSS. So that's why you need to call it inside the app.js, so you can, for example, change this image easily when you're working with arrays. Okay, so these are the both ways you can call it. So basically you can call it inside the app.js if you are using some static images, okay, images that won't change. And in here, normally we call it in here when we want to change this image for some reason, okay, so to make some dynamic content. And yeah guys, this is everything for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can help it grow. And I see you in the next video. Bye bye.